This is the word on the street. The Tobago only news on Street 91.9 FM.
All right, so morning, my dear. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It must feel like a whole breath of fresh air for you to actually come outside.
Boy, people are locked up inside and they're like, they're acting like this thing is being quarantined. That's locked up inside.
That's locked up inside.
That is locked up inside.
So I know you came back to Tobago when? What date?
So I flew into Trinidad on Sunday night. That was the last flight actually with United.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Stayed in Trinidad on Monday and came to Tobago on Tuesday, well, domestically, of course.
Right.
And that's when my daughter and myself was quarantined.
That would have been the 24th of March.
Right.
Yeah, that was the 24th of March. So since that time, you all had been in quarantine up until 2 days ago.
Yes. That would be Wednesday. Yeah.
Wednesday, the 8th of April, you all were, right.
Yeah.
So during that time, I know you and I spoke, in between about some of the conditions at the quarantine facility. And I think, granted, a lot of people got caught by surprise with this particular virus and how to respond and different things. Tell us a little bit about that experience in the quarantine.
For me, to be honest, the first day, it just couldn't sink in. I mean, from the moment, from the airport, how they were acting. I mean, whoever was at the airport, I don't know what they call them, division of whatever, but it was nurses.
Right.
They were cool.
In the airport in Tobago.
Right, in Tobago. They were cool, but in my mind, I was like, okay, well, I passed through Trinidad. They say quarantine at home. I'm good. They give me the documents and all that. So I was like, well, I give them the documents. I said, well, I'm good. They said, no. Tobago is doing their own thing. You're going in quarantine. So I feel like I was tripping off from that moment.
Right. 14
days. You trying to tell me I go in prison. I feel it was prison.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like was the police escort from the airport because, this is a small island and, people are like, but when I got there, Dr. Thomas, oh my God, she made this feel, it was an easy process with her.
Right.
So nice, so, professional. Still, it didn't sink in my head. I feel like I was tripping off. I said, doctor, it's 14 years they're trying to tell me I'm going to be confined in a room.
Right.
Being in the room, I had to sleep. I had to sleep to sink it in. I had to I slept for like 5 hours and I get up and say, you know what? Stop acting up. My mom was done already paranoid when I flew in. I have small kids and I say, you know what? And the elderly grandmother who's like 89. I say, I could be the cause if I come home. I might be able to fight it. My grandmother would go like a snap.
Right.
Okay, find a way to deal with this. And that's when I reached out to my mom and let her bring stuff to make me more comfortable. Like my weights and stuff that I can kind of ease my stress.
Yeah, get some distractions.
The doctor, she was really nice. It had 1 or 2 little hiccups, I'm going to be honest. I'm a type that's going to speak out. Like it have the others who didn't want to speak out. And I had to let them know, listen, the discriminating, I'm not saying everyone. It had a few that was like, because they're kind of shocked too with this thing. They're not really aware. They don't know, so they would stay a good distance, which I find with that, but it was a lot of things that I couldn't come to terms with how they were acting. But after all, with me and some others that were quarantined there, and we spoke about the food and to make things a little comfortable, I must say, Tobago, I don't know about Trinidad, they made the process very easy. When I reached out to you, and let you know, well, hey, this is happening. I'm not too comfortable. I mean, after that phone call with you, things were smooth. I mean, the staff was nice. They would come greet you. Do you want water? Do you need this? Do you need that? Really easy process. The soldiers, everyone, I have to say, the team members, everyone was,
And everything, it was excellent after that. I'm glad.
It was excellent. I tell you, the first day, you felt like, I swear, like you're going to put me on the electric chair. I couldn't function. 14 days in one space. It was harder. It had days I get up, I read the news, I listen to these conferences, I try to listen to conference. I try like what next to do. They were like saying, stay in your room. But as time go by and the days, they're realizing, well, okay, by now, one would show symptoms, which none of us on that section of where we were like quarantined, because it was a big space. No one was ill. I think by the 6th, 7th day, they realized, and we could have like just kind of eased out of your door to get some breeze, and they really made. I had my music, but listen, that thing could mess you up mentally if it's somebody. Yeah, you could kind of like.
So as you say that, did they put any counseling situations in place? Did you all see any counselors at all while you were there?
No counselor. I tell you, if someone who is not able to, I don't know, come to terms with this and find a way, 14 days in one space. No. I don't know if people are, I'm not condemning people who stay at home or they have to stay at home. But there are people who make me just lazy and like, I ain't going to work, I will live off the government. I don't know how they do it, I had to shake their hands because I tell you, I feel like I was tripping off. But I just had to come to terms. The guys and them, they were really cool. They came in from London. So they came in this Sunday.
Right.
They found a way, I tell you, everybody kind of found a way. And then we started to feel lucky because we are getting tested, like, your what is that? Your temperature and stuff.
Right.
So we kind of like, we are aware, know that we're safe in there.
Yeah.
But what about when we come back out?
Yeah.
So that's when I started to catch, the doctor, she would make jokes. She say, you're safe in here, You say I want to go back out, but really mentally after I realized, I said, wait, this thing really scary. I'm going back out where the community spread is there. Right. Now I really have to quarantine myself at home.
So coming out of the quarantine facility, did they tell you have to stay home for another 7 to 14 days? Self-quarantine?
No, they didn't tell us anything, but I would assume as I spoke to Doc and I say, well, we're on lockdown, not really like a complete, whatever. But to me, like when I came out that same day, I just went to the supermarket, came home, shower, go to the supermarket with my mom, and that was it. I said, I'm not trying to go back out there.
You're trying to go back out?
No, come on, we don't know who have this thing.
But you were getting all the news, you were seeing what's happening, watching developments, watching press conferences.
I was watching the press conference, knowing the updates with cases, which I think we had 2 cases.
Yeah, two so from the flight that came in. I think Tobago is doing pretty okay in terms of testing and the amount of cases.
Pretty good. We're doing pretty good. We are fortunate. We have to say we are fortunate.
Right, good. So because I really am concerned about how comfortable you are coming back into society. And I guess you're still going to stay quarantined, but I guess you're worried for everybody else now. Yes,
and who may have slipped through, as as Doc was telling me, she said, listen, you are the lucky one. I know it's hard. She make a joke and she said, come on, imagine 14 days in a hotel, they're getting luxury. I had to laugh about it. I was like, Doc, not me and you today. But
she was really good to make you feel comfortable and relaxed.
Listen, this woman made me feel, she makes sure she speaks to you. She said, listen, we don't know what's out there. We're not saying that you guys have it, but she's right. We were exposed from the airport to the flight to here.
Yeah.
And let's say I came home and let's say on the 10th day, I started to show symptoms and my whole household would have gotten sick. So she really made the process easy. Some of the nurses, I have to say, oh my God, they were really nice. The food was like, oh my God. This again today, when we complained, I tell you, we were lucky after I reached out to you and they came together and speak and they said, okay, let's do this, let's do that. And we had a WhatsApp chat where you could have reached out and make your suggestions and whatever. It was really nice.
Well, that is good because I spoke to a number of people after you reached out to me, rather than publicize it, I decided, go through a couple of channels and I spoke to a couple of people because I understand they were learning as they go along. It's not as though we have quarantine every month or every year, every 10, 20 years. This is a 100-year kind of thing that happens,
Jesus.
And I'm glad you were able to appreciate it. Did you notice anybody else who didn't have as much mental strength as you, and did you notice any other quarantine persons falling apart?
I think a lot of people just dealt with it and stayed in the room. It was maybe 4 of us that will come out and kind of, hey, in here the Sunday news, we have this case. We were kind of conversating in the morning, then everybody go back in their room. The rest, it was 60-something of us, everybody was staying in the room. So I would think they probably just, what, let me just stay in. But I had to come outside and get a little fresh breeze, exercise. But as you said, they were like learning. For the doctors, for the nurses, it's like this thing is new. And they're learning as they go along. They got better. I think by the 3rd, 4th day, they got better at it. Of course, they have families they're going home to. And it was a small number of staff because a lot of people are scared.
Yeah.
So I have to say thankful for this staff. This team, that was the team that we saw from day one that remained there. And they probably pulled in like about 3 more. Okay. And how much, as I told Doctor, I said, how much you could do? You wrestling? You wrestling, how much she could do? How much the 4 nurses could do, Because they come in, they check in your temperature, they bring in your meals, they bring in water, you need sheets, you need pillowcase, you need whatever. They come back in the evening, it's the same thing. Then our families are allowed to bring stuff.
Right.
They have to go downstairs, bring it upstairs, and there's 60-something of us. So
wow.
I have to say we did well. I must say, after a little, they did well. And coming back out, I was like, wow, it's freedom. I now know how people, wow. I learned to appreciate freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I came back out, wow. I mean,
I'm
in my front porch and I'm feeling like, yeah.
Yeah, you're happy just to even to stay in the front porch.
Listen, it's different being inside here. It's different. But we were lucky.
I think so. And I think that's what a lot of people probably need the message to. I think that's why this interview is important, to understand that there are ways that people could be comfortable and not feel completely imprisoned and, feel this sense of relief and that kind of thing. And I'm really happy you take some time to talk to us, because it's important for us to understand all the dynamics of COVID. And your experience, you didn't have any symptoms. You didn't have a temperature. However, Tobago took a responsibility to say, let's quarantine only people who had the travel history.
Yeah, that was really good. My mom was supportive of that from day one. Because when she called me and she said, they're going on lockdown. So let's say the Friday, the minister announced that.
Right.
So I just organized a flight Saturday and I said, Sunday we're going down. We're going on our last flight.
Right.
And she had already told us that we would be quarantined. I was like, please, we ain't getting no quarantine. We ain't coming from Trinidad. But oh Lord, Tobago was not paid. And I'm happy that they did it. Yeah. Because to be honest, if I had came home, it's the whole household.
Yeah, exactly. And it was good. And I think one guy, the last case that Tobago would have recorded yesterday, he slipped through the cracks, as they would have done, right? And they had a mop-up program where they got the manifest and was able to get in contact with him. And he was already self-quarantining. And believe it or not, under his self-quarantine, he only showed symptoms on the 13th day. If he had even taken a chance and he didn't realize how serious it was, and I think us quarantining people in Tobago off the bat helped people to understand exactly the severity, and that would have saved.
On the 13th day.
On the 13th day, and he didn't interact with any of his family. He took an apartment where he was, and he quarantined himself for the 13 days. He was checked on by the health professionals, and on the 13th day of his quarantine, which is just recently, he turned up positive. Exactly. So you came out of quarantine right at the right time as well, too, in terms of showing the signs and that kind of, even now.
That's what doctor was talking about.
Yeah, and internationally now, some people have shown 21 and up to 42 days latency.
Yes, that's what she explained. Wow, yeah, that's what it had me a little paranoid still, huh?
Yeah. You still want to be cautious.
Home and then I'm like, I'm like, okay, I don't want to. So it's like I'm home, but then I'm thinking about my mom and my grandmother and the kids, because next thing, I'm one of them on the 14th, the 30th or whatever.
30th day, yeah.
30th day, sorry. But I'm fine. I just exercise, I eat healthy, but I don't say boo, anything can happen. But I'm healthy, I'm feeling good, I don't get no headaches, nothing. But that's to tell you, look at, and a lot of them did sneak through the cracks, thinking, well, okay, I'm fine.
Right.
That's what I told the doctor, because I said, I'm fine, man. I was home for 3 months in the US. I ain't going nowhere. But she was right that you don't have to show signs. And what about on the flight? I think it's on the flight to expose again.
Yeah.
And a lot of them came in on the flight. But, I had a suggestion that, I thought that they would have done. The government could have done better next time in a case like something like this. So basically, I would have guessed that it would have reached out to all the international flights that is coming in. Seeing that Trinidad and Tobago is a domestic flight, I would have guessed that they would have gotten all the information. So let's say Tom and Bill is coming in, and you see Tom and Bill named on a domestic flight with Caribbean Airlines to Tobago. This is where I think the ones that got to sneak through, this is where they would have been able to
capture them. I think, what happened, what I think happened in that case is that they had the lulls then. So you came into Trinidad, just like you came in on the Sunday and didn't come to Tobago till the Tuesday. Some people came to Tobago later on as well.
Yeah.
And the domestic travel was still happening. And then before we really got into the lockdown situation.
Yes.
They would have been traveling back and forth between Tobago and Trinidad, some of them for business, for family, for
yes. But we did well.
But we did do well to capture some of the things now. So
yeah, we did well. For as it what is referred to as a third world country, we did way up there.
I agree. What was the atmosphere though? Was it New York you came out of?
I came out, Philly and then to Houston. So you see how much flights I had to do.
Yeah.
And Houston to Port of Spain.
What was the atmosphere like in the airports? Were people wearing masks? Were they concerned? Were people scared?
Empty. Like a ghost town. So like Houston would be, the people that you're seeing around would have definitely be domestic flights that is going through the US, very empty. And I think the only international I would have assumed would have been our flight. Because I think Jamaica and the other places are locked down long time.
Yeah, Jamaica did. Yeah, they had some restrictions as well.
Right. So our flight, it had a good bit, which I like United for. They used a big aircraft. They used a bigger aircraft than they usually use. So we were very much spaced out.
Okay.
So where I would be sitting, I only sit close to my daughter, of course, but everyone else would have been 4 seats back or 4 seats forward. So that was something that they did that I really admired.
Yeah. All right, Simone, I'm really thankful for you taking some time to talk to me today.
No problem.
And I'm really happy that you're home, and I wish you all the best and keep safe and healthy.
You too, please, right?
Yeah,
have a good one. Have a good one.
You too. Thanks a lot.
Okay, bye.
That was the word on the street. Tobago's news on Street 91.9 FM.